Hey guys, it's Eric from I Am Reality Check here, and today I want to go over how to leverage age domains in SEO. Now, this is a pretty simple concept. I think most people tend to understand it, and it's not particularly difficult to understand. There are some good tricks, though, that you can use that maybe not everyone knows about in order to get age domains and in order to build your links in a manner that best suits the current age of your domain. Because what a lot of people don't understand is Google kind of waits to rank you for certain terms if your domain name is below X. And no one knows exactly what X is. And there are times in which this rule is an exception if your link building is smart enough and aggressive enough. But in most situations with most people who do SEO, they'll most often find that ranking for competitive keywords requires a much more aged domain name than normal. So for that reason, I want to talk about this real quick. I want to give you guys some easy tips for SEO and for things like that. Things concerning not only how to use domain names in SEO, but how to get them so that you can, instantly have a page rank for to not only use to get better rankings to host, an affiliate site of some sort, but you can also use it to boost up the rankings of other sites using these age domain names. I'll show you how to do that in a second. First of all, why age domain names? Well, the reason is because Google understands, based on not only the collective intelligence of the internet, but based on just common sense, that most scammers, most shady people on the internet, they're kind of fly by night. They come in with a new site every couple of months. They start ranking and getting traffic. They take people's money unethically. They do black hat things with their SEO. And then once they get banned or once they get, blacklisted, they need a new identity or a new site to do their business off of. Google understands this concept. It happens all the time. It's been happening since the days of snake oil. When snake oil salesmen would go from one town to the next, they'd have to keep creating new identities and telling people different stories and different things to make them think that this stuff is real when it's not. Now, a site that sticks around is more likely to be one that hasn't scammed anybody. I mean, there's obviously exceptions to this. I mean, a year long isn't exactly proof that you're not a scammer. But it is proof that you haven't recently created your website, and that in and of itself is a sign that if you are doing something shady, it has been that much longer that you haven't been caught and haven't been banned or blacklisted somehow. Now, also, these sites have more link juice over time, which allows them to develop, makes them much more likely to develop PageRank, because PageRank can take months and months to build. If you build 1,000 links your first month, you may or may not get that PageRank increase for a couple of months. You know what I mean? So over time, you get that PageRank boost more quickly to move up to a PR2 or a PR3 or whatever you're moving up to. And that typically happens better with more time. Now, what's a good age for a domain name? Pretty much anything over a year is awesome. I have a couple of domain names that are over a year old. So easy to rank. So easy to rank. I can do it by myself just in my spare time. Get them to rank for, phenomenal keywords. Now, 3 months old is usually when you can start getting some decent traffic for, I don't want to say very competitive keywords, but slightly to moderately competitive keywords. We're talking, 1 to 2,000 searches a month. That's when you can start seeing traffic coming in for those sorts of keywords. And 9 to 12 months is usually around the time when it becomes easy to rank for whatever you want. If you can make it to the 9 to 12 months point with a domain name, you can start building links aggressively, and you don't have to worry too much so long as, pretty much everything you're doing is white hat in some way or another. And make sure that you go for keywords kind of in this order. If you're building a site, you probably shouldn't go for the big old 2-word keyword right off the bat because you probably won't get the traffic. Instead, try going for a handful of smaller keywords, more realistic keywords. Use those as building some trust and building some page rank up for a couple of months and to get some traffic. And then once you have those smaller keywords attached to your site and Google trusts your site a little bit, then you can go into moving into the larger and larger keywords as your site ages and has more page rank and more links pointing to it. which is pretty much a great formula for this entire process. Now, how to get an age domain name, really easy. I'm going to show you in just a minute, but best place I know of to buy one is Digital Point Forums, because people there do have a pretty good reputation. Most of them, you can, view people's feedback and see if they're scammers and see if they're, doing any kind of page rank manipulation to the sites that might be causing them to do things that, they shouldn't be doing in terms of, page rank and things like that. Because people will do that. They'll say this is a PR4, but then the only reason it's PR4 is because it's got a 301 redirect. I'll show you how to find that, and I'll show you how to buy these domains pretty easily. And I'll also show you how you can use these domains to host anything you want on a pumper blog and get rankings really quickly and really easily for your other sites. These are basically called pumper blogs. So really, really simple strategy and really, really effective for increasing your rankings. Each one of these that you add into your network, is a potential huge increase in your rankings for each of your various money sites. So definitely check this out, and I'm going to real quick show you what I'm talking about with buying these age domain names. It's pretty simple, guys. Whoops. All right, just go to the, you know what? Even easier. Boom, right there. Forums.digitalpoint.com. That's what it is. Okay. So basically you go here to the Digital Point forums. Just go to Google and type in Digital Point. It's the first thing that comes up. And then you want to go to the buy, sell, trade. And if you go right here to the link sales, it's a pretty good spot to start. Link sales is a good one to go with. And, oh, excuse me, not link sales. I'm thinking of a different, domains. I'm still doing a different video. I'm still doing my signature file video. Anyways, here are some really, you can see here there's tons of listings. And, just a lot of things going on here. Here's one, cheap price PR3 valid GoDaddy at GoDaddy for $50. Pretty solid. AmericanEvolutionBook.com, BrightLightAssessments.com, InspiredSpaceDesigns.com. You can also check the domain age of these in addition to that, so you can see how old they are. But let's try and find one. PR4 domain. Let's see if we can find a good age one. If they have PageRank, chances are they're aged to some extent. Ooh, look at this one. 13-year-old DMOZ, Yahoo, and Wiki listed. Oh, this one's gonna be, yeah, that's pretty heavy. That's a $1,000 one. This is an incredible domain right here because it's 13 years old. DMOZ and Yahoo listings, you cannot get those anywhere. Like literally, you cannot get them anywhere. You have to work for those because they look at all the different things. They look at all the different aspects, and they basically figure out if your site meets their very strict qualifications to make it into their directory, both DMOZ and Yahoo. And things like affiliate sites and sales pages are not allowed. So it's very difficult. If you have an online business, it's very difficult to get into Yahoo and DMOZ. So if you have a domain that already has Yahoo and DMOZ listings, incredible, because Google really does pay attention to that. So 13 years old, PR6, it's no surprise it's going for $1,000. You can find cheaper ones, though. You can find ones that are like a year or two old. Like, for example, here's a PR2. I bet this is going for, look at that, $45. It's PR2. It's 3 years old. That's pretty good right there. And then, in addition, if you know what the domain name is, you can just type it in, ataurus.net. You can type in info ataurus.net. And see, ataurus.net comes up. There's no other pages coming up, which means that there are no 301 redirects. If there was a 301 redirect, you'd see a bunch of other pages coming up, and that's the number one way to tell if someone's scamming you. It's the number one way, because that's the most common thing that people do. So, yeah, we know here that ataurus.net is definitely getting its own page rank, and we can also double-check the domain age and things like that at various websites. I'm sure you guys can find that. But yeah, this is a pretty solid buy here. $45 for a PR2 that's 3 years old. You could use this for whatever you want. You could use this to rank for anything. You could host your affiliate site on it. You could host your blog on it. You can host practically whatever you want on it. As long as you don't mind the name, it's a pretty solid resource. So that's basically how you go about picking out an age domain and what's useful about them. So I hope you guys like this video. Definitely check out more of them. Definitely check out more of them over at IamRealityCheck.com. A lot of good stuff on my blog there, and I really hope you guys like this. So just check out my next video and hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed it.